What's up, everybody? Welcome to PixelPlay Sidequests, your bonus content here every Friday on the YouTube channel. My name is Adam, aka CS Radical. Joined 2 weeks in a row. We're making a good time. We're actually showing up all together again. It's like how it used to be. Kaylan and Chris here with me. So we talked about earlier this week about, what we think is going to possibly happen at Summer Game Fest, Xbox Showcase. Kaylan, I think you were the only one that really popped in anything about Ubisoft, because let's be real, I have no care in the world at this point. We didn't even talk about Nintendo, which I don't even think they've dated yet, but I assume they'll be. If they're like they always are, they're the last thing that happens, so like it always is at E3, so I'm sure they'll be there on Tuesday or some weird day.
I don't think we're going to see Nintendo until they announce a new console.
Yeah. So we did as many reasonable predictions on the main show. Now we're being unreasonable. Now we're throwing everything that we're like, you know what? We know there's no goddamn chance in hell. And if even one of these hit, we are going to lose our minds, especially me, because I'll be on stream for at least Summer Game Fest and Xbox. In fact, you're seeing this video at noon on Friday. You'll be seeing me again live at 5 o'clock for Summer Game Fest, hopefully, and we'll be able to see what happens there and see if any of these predictions land so far. But Kaylan specifically asked to go first because he has something real good to start us off with. So pressure's all yours, buddy. What you got? Remember,
I know you guys
as unreasonable as possible. Although, I mean, let's be real. Asking for a new Tetris is a little bit off, but we're looking for something that is as lowly plausible as you can possibly get, that within still being there's a 0.1% chance it might be there.
I mean, this could happen, and I asked to go first because I didn't want it to. I know someone's going to bring it up at some point, and I want to get it out first before you guys mock me. And I say it every year, every time a showcase comes, and you're always like, "It's not going to happen," or you always mock me. But one day it'll happen, and I want my goddamn Splinter Cell. That's what
the hero shooter. You heard it right here, folks.
Damn it!
It's called Splinter Cells, and it's a bunch of different cells of people.
At some point, Yves Guillemot is going to hear me talk, and he'll be like, "You know what, Kaylan, I got you." And he's going to message me and be like, "I heard your cries. I've heard the years of requests, and yes, I'll make you a..."
I'm so convinced at this point that they're either never going to do one, or when they finally do, it's going to be the most sacrilegious thing ever. And we're going to get Kaylan on the next podcast, and it's just going to be this all show.
It's going to be a mobile deck builder. I know it.
And just to add to the
tactics game,
just add to the dream of this, Jeremy Irons, or is it Jeremy Irons comes back for, or is it Michael? Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart. It's Michael Irons.
For Sam Fisher's voice?
Yeah.
I don't think that's Jeremy Irons.
He's coming. Yeah. No, I think it's Michael Ironside. Yes.
Yeah, Michael Ironside.
Michael Ironside comes back as the voice, so I'm going to put that out there. So
no, they're going to really throw you off. It's going to be David Hayter. And it'll be great because it'll be Sam Fisher, and he puts his little his night vision goggles on. He'll be like, "Kept you waiting, huh?" And you'll be like, "You know what? Fuck it, I'll take it."
But yeah, so that's my number one, Splinter Cell with Michael Ironside back.
All right, Chris, unreasonable take number one.
Okay, it's unreasonable, but it shouldn't be. And
the unreasonably reasonable take. Yeah. Reasonably unreasonable. There we go.
Reasonably unreasonable. Yes. And that's just a fucking Xenogears re-release, just a remaster. Just release Xenogears, and make it current resolution and up the textures a little bit. Make it where I don't.
They're busy with Dragon Quest's 2.5 remake, Chris. There's no time.
I just need just make it easier to play. Even if you want to go and try and emulate the thing, it's multiple discs. That's a pain in the ass. Just re-release the damn game, just like you did Chrono Cross, but obviously wait the 6 months it needs so that, let it finish baking in the oven, but then release it. That's it. I'm not asking for a remake.
I'm not sure what's more likely at this point, to be honest, between your two guesses here. If I'm being real, I don't know which one's more possible. Because it's funnier if it's funnier, Chris, if yours comes sooner, because it's the one thing Kaylan has, and it's not happening.
Just please.
Well, I'll give you another reason why it won't be Xenogears, Chris, because this is the closest I'm going to get to a reasonable take. And I'm going to group these two together because they count in the JRPG bubble. There's no way both of these get announced at the same time. Either Atlas comes out with a Persona 6 trailer, which I think is still a year at least away, or because it's been rumored so many goddamn times, Square's going to show what they've really been working on, which is a Final Fantasy IX remake.
That's a good one. I had that on my list as a backup. Good one. Good one.
Because we've been hearing forever about Project Midori, and it's just been constantly brought up, and we keep hearing about it, and we keep hearing people like, yeah, the 9 remake's happening, and we're all like, okay, but where? They'll be like, can't tell you, but it's happening. And it's been like what feels like 17 years, when it's more been like a year and a half, but still.
17 years is an average development time on a Final Fantasy game, Adam. That's
No, that's just the graphic engine, the budget. Kaylan, reasonably unreasonable take number 2.
Oh, this one's never gonna happen, and I don't even know if Nintendo's announced that they're doing an event, but I would love to get a new Legend of Zelda announced that follows more the classic, like a Link to the Past style gameplay.
So like kind of like what the last like Link Between Worlds was on 3DS sort of deal.
Yeah, or like
Link's Awakening?
not Wind Waker. What was the Link's Awakening? Thank you. Like
Yeah,
just that
like a
classic
brand
dungeon
brand new
crawling
one in
yeah.
that style.
Yeah, and that top down sort of like 6 dungeons, go do it. Like I know it's never gonna happen because Breath of the Wild is just too popular now, but I would love to go back to that top down sort of dungeon crawling Legends.
Oh yeah, experience. And they've already got the engine. They had to build it for the Link's Awakening remake, so just make another one using the same engine.
I'm surprised we've not gotten more clones like that, like more Legend of Zelda top-down clones. Like that seems like one that would be an easy one for.
There's more than you'd think, but in terms of like widely known, it's not as common. Like there's a lot of them if you know where to look on Steam, but yeah, it's not nearly as like Tunic would be one, but it's like a lot harder version of that.
A lot harder.
Yeah, I feel like it's a like a market that's just like ready to go.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. That's a day one for me if they had one.
I mean, even as a side note, I'm surprised that they haven't really, like, in the same way that we get, like, Princess Peach games, I'm surprised we haven't got, like, any offshoot Zelda games. Like, not a Zelda game, like, an actual Zelda game, or even, like, a Gerudo game, because, I mean, people really love, like, that race specifically. Like, you could do some fun stuff with that.
100%.
Yeah.
Instead, we'll get a Zelda X Rabbids, and we'll keep going with that.
No. Not another Dynasty Warrior Zelda. Give me real Zelda.
Oh yeah, we don't have a Metroid Dynasty Warriors game yet. That's still gonna like they gotta put everything into these kind of deals. That's true, because every one of these major franchises from Nintendo has their own weird offshoot. Mario has Mario Rabbids. Zelda has its Hyrule Warriors. Metroid needs something weird now. Wait, Metroid Tactics. Come on, guys. Come on. Like a Metroid like roguelite.
That would be sick. Yeah, that would be sick.
Like, Chris, have you ever played Into the Breach?
Yeah.
Like something like that style for Metroid. Yeah.
I would play the crap out of that. Come on, Nintendo. Stop being dumb.
Shit, even Zelda's got 2 of them, actually. They got Hyrule Warriors, and they have the
Dance
of the Necromancer one.
Yeah.
Anyways, Chris, reasonably unreasonable number 2.
All right, I'm going to save my most unreasonable for the next one.
Oh, that's the goal.
So for this one, no, screw it. I'm going with it. Forza Horizon 6, because you brought that up in the main podcast. And you're like, oh, no one even thinks this. I want that, and I know it's too early for it.
I wouldn't say that's unreasonable, though. I think that's a guarantee.
You think that they're going to have a Forza Horizon 6 this year announced?
Yep.
I mean, then I know Xbox is out of ideas, because that's just them growing back to a quick one that they can make.
It is not an Xbox faux E3 special without a Forza in there somewhere. There has to be a race car in there. Okay. I'll even one up that. Like, if it's not Forza Horizon 6, they're bringing back Project Gotham Racing. Like, there has to be a racing game in there somewhere.
I just assumed there was going to be DLC for Forza Motorsport from last year. I just assumed they'd expand on that.
What weird thing could they bring into that? Oh, I got it. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts crossover.
Oh, was there a Banjo Racing? No, but they could do like a Diddy Kong Racing and then switch out, just the Nintendo characters and put Conker and Banjo and stuff. That would be kind of cool. Okay, fuck it. I don't want Forza Horizon 6. I want that. Banjo and Conker's kart racing. Done.
Perfect.
That's my second one.
This one's mostly unreasonable just because there's no way that they're going to give us both. I think Dragon Age is the higher chance. Mass Effect's new game, even though I don't want to see it. I don't want to know anymore. I had the promising trailer at Summer Game or the Game Awards, I think it was a while ago, and I'm cool with that being the last thing I ever see of it. I don't want to know. I don't want to see you guys ruin it one more time. I can't be hurt twice. I would rather watch Kaylan actually enjoy himself playing a Splinter Cell game than have to be disappointed by a Mass Effect game. I can't do it. But also, I won't be mad if I get to see some gameplay that looks good. But it won't be. But I won't be mad.
So what you're saying is whatever they release, you're going to watch it anyways.
Of course I am. I have to. Because I'm Commander Radical, and it's my favorite game on the Citadel. All right, Kaylan. Unreasonable. If it's the most unreasonable, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, so my most unreasonable one, it's not going to happen, is Xbox comes out with a brand new original to the series Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, yeah. Bringing it back to the banjo.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like the banjo from Nuts and Bolts. And
Yeah,
actually looks like the original banjo.
Yeah. Even making a remake of the original one. Like doing like Banjo-Kazooie 1 and 2, doing like a remake of that.
Ooh, that would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
It worked for Tony Hawk Pro Skater, even though that's a completely different genre, but still.
So what
Okay,
I'm
remake are
understanding
popular.
is you want a Banjo-Kazooie football game. Got it. And that's how they'll go with it.
Stop ruining my dreams.
Because I don't understand what they thought with Nuts and Bolts. Like I literally looked at that game and went, "Who thought that was a good idea?" Like you saw the license that worked twice before and went, "All right, let's do that and ignore everything that it used to be."
Because it was Xbox, and they were like, "No, we're edgy." So we got this from Nintendo, and now these characters have grown up. They're no longer Nintendo characters. Now they're edgy Xbox
Yeah, that worked
characters.
real good for Perfect Dark Zero, guys. You made them young and edgy, and you're like, yeah, look at us. They basically were being Steve Buscemi.
Hello, fellow high school kids.
All right, Chris, what's the most unreasonable one?
All right, this is the most unreasonable, and it's something I've always wanted, and I'm never going to get it, but I'm going to throw it out there anyways. Game Pass actually getting integrated into Steam. Like Microsoft and Valve work it out, and it's no longer the stupid Xbox app. It's just in Steam, and I don't know, maybe you got to sign up because Xbox just recently put Diablo 4 on Game Pass. And the fun thing is, which I learned because I did the install, is that if you install Diablo 4 in the Xbox app on PC, it actually just launches Blizzard and makes you install on Battle.net Diablo, and you have to have the Xbox app open so that the Blizzard.net app can detect that you actually have Game Pass. It's a horrible system, but it's showing that you don't actually need to have the game in there. You could just
It's
have
the
it
same
in
with EA
Steam.
Play, and it drives me crazy.
Oh God, all of these other launchers suck. I hate them. But somehow, Valve and Microsoft, they're like, hey, we both do PC and we're going to do an Xbox handheld and we want to have Steam on it. Would you be willing to do that? Because we know you already have the Steam Deck, but what if we put Game Pass in Steam? We could be friends and then we would both win. And then Chris would win because then I could play Game Pass games natively on my Steam Deck or on my PC without having to go into the horrible Xbox app. I could just play the games in Steam. That'd be so good. Holy crap, that'd be so good.
You're right. Microsoft making a smart decision is the most unreasonable thing to be asking for.
Yo, no, this is never happening.
So
Never.
the last one I'm going to go with, and the only reason I'm doing is because I know that EA would never do this because they're still making money hand over fist doing what they're doing now. The Sims 5 finally fucking get announced.
I like how that's your most unrealistic.
Yep.
But it is.
Because, like, low-key, I love The Sims. Like, I love just creating shit.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
like, that game, like, I don't even care about playing it that much. I'll play a little bit of the actual game, but I just mostly like building shit. Like, that's my jam right there. Just filling out the world with ridiculously stupid-looking characters and, like, quirky houses that make no sense. Like, that's my shit. I want more of that. And I hope that they don't do this, like, oh, it's multiplayer and it's always online. You can be with all, like, your online friends. I'm like, I don't care. I don't play Sims to play with other people. I play with Sims to just cause chaos in my own world. I don't need that. But yeah, they'll never do it because they'll just release, like, 17 more expansions before that.
Yep.
Well, we'll just have to look forward to all of those things. So, like I said, I'm planning on streaming at least for Summer Game Fest, which I think is 5 o'clock Eastern on Friday. And then Xbox, I think it's like 2 p.m. on Sunday or something like that. Something
one
around. Yeah.
1 or 2.
It might be, actually, you know what? It might be 1 because I think I said, I'll definitely be able to make that because I normally play baseball in the afternoons on Sundays. So I think you might be right. It might be 1. But assuming those both work, you'll see me for at least those 2. I don't know if I plan on doing anything else just because they're all like wholesome games is cool, but like I don't know if I want to sit there for 45 minutes and talk about, oh, that's wholesome, and then that's my thoughts for the entirety of the whole thing. But we'll see what happens. Who knows? I might change my mind. I randomly just out of nowhere decided to stream the state of play at a like last second, so who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind. But we'll see. At least I can guarantee those two if the schedule holds. So with that being said, that's going to do it for our side quest for this week. So as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content. Keep in mind, 250 subs, serial episode. It's still waiting. We're still waiting for that to come. So hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to tell all your friends about the show and all the dumb hijinks that we're up to on the show. And then keep in mind our usual schedule. Mondays is me with Retro Rando playing whatever bullshit my wheel of names comes up with, and hopefully, I mean, we done okay. We're 1 for 4 for actually good games with Streets of Rage. You know, maybe we'll keep a similar record there. But we'll have that. Wednesdays is the main show, and Friday is this side quest. All of them get posted at noon Eastern on those 3 days. So with that being said, guys, thanks again. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.